back to semi-state here for a second straight year. Just kind of what's the feeling like getting to be, first off, get back to this point and, just kind of reflect on last week for me too.
Well, I mean, it was a hard-fought victory against a really good program we have a tremendous amount of respect for. They play hard, and that offense is hard to defend, and they flew around on defense. It was just a good, it's hard to see anybody lose that game. But our kids showed the resiliency that you need to show at the end of a game and made, one more play than they did. And, we're happy to be advanced another week. These kids, this has been on their mind a long time, to get back to this point, which is, good motivation to get here, but, it doesn't really mean anything if you don't get out there and play well. And so we're here, and the opportunity's in front of us, and now it's up to us to do what we need to do with it.
What do you tell the guys coming into this one then, given, like you said, getting here a year ago, the motivation has been there all season to get to this point. What do you tell the guys to not make this really, bigger than it is?
Well, because the game's going to come down to just fundamental stuff, We got to block them. We got to tackle them. We got to cover them. We got to run around them. We got to, run good routes, make good reads. The game boils down to the same things. And all those extra motivational factors are all great, but they don't mean anything. Merrillville doesn't care that we were there last year. They want to win a semi-state championship just like we do. And so they'll be motivated. If you're not motivated at this point in time, something's wrong with you. So, all that's great, but it really comes down to, playing football. We got to play football better than them to win.
When you look at them on film, obviously, they took down the team that went to state last year in this class. What have you seen from them? What do they do well, both sides of the football?
Well, they run the ball well. They're big up front, very big and athletic up front. So they block guys well. And then everybody that touches the ball is a good athlete with the capability of scoring anytime they touch it. The running backs, and they rotate guys in there. They have some more powerful guys that are really fast, and then they have some smaller guys that are really fast. And the quarterback is really fast, and the receivers are really fast. So they have very capable guys, everybody that touches the ball. And so on defense, it puts a premium on, having to be sound. You can't let them score touchdowns on big plays and change the scoreboard in 2 plays. And so we have to be sound on defense. Offensively, for us, their defense, again, fly around. They are fast on defense, as fast as any defense we've seen this year. And very athletic, big again on the D-line. Their 2 inside guys are really big guys. Their 2 edge guys are offense wreckers. Number 14 as a linebacker is an offense wrecker. He just destroys stuff, and they're really good in coverage. So they just play very fast, very aggressive, very sound, good defense. And they have a good kicker. So they're a good kicking game.
How do you feel about the team right now? That just the way they're playing. Obviously, they've played in a lot of different kinds of games. They played in tight ones, just like last week. They've played in some games, where you've won pretty comfortably and everything in between. Just how do you feel about, how these guys have prepared, how they are prepared, and just how they're feeling coming into the week?
Well, we always set a goal. We want to be playing our best football week 10, and I thought we're playing our best football week 10, but. Last week, one of the things that came forward, we weren't playing in a real tough game for 5 weeks. And so coming out of the second half, what was great to see is our guys' ability to execute, in the later stages of a game when things mattered most. That's what we were most pleased with. We still certainly have some things we got to clean up. I think we're always trying to get better. Got to clean up our red zone offense. Got to clean up some of our eyes on defense. It's just some of those things. But we're playing well. Our kids are healthy and motivated, and that's a good sign for this time of year.